Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Don't count the days, make the days count. The unexamined life is not worth living. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Difficulties in life are intended to make us better, not bitter. Life is 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we respond to it. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail. The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Not how long, but how well you have lived is the main thing. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. The purpose of life is to contribute in some way to making things better. Life is made of ever so many partings welded together. Life is a daring adventure or nothing at all. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. Don't watch the clock, do what it does. Keep going. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Every man dies, not every man really lives. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Life is short, and it's up to you to make it sweet. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Do not let making a living prevent you from making a life. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Live life to the fullest and focus on the positive. The best way out is always through. Life is a long lesson in humility. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Life is either a great adventure or nothing. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. Life is a journey that must be traveled no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. The biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but about learning to dance in the rain. We do not remember days, we remember moments. The meaning of life is to give life meaning. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Life is too important to be taken seriously. Life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. It's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. What you do makes a difference. and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Life is a journey, and if you fall in love with the journey, you will be in love forever. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. Life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing in the lifeboats. The art of life is to know how to enjoy a little and to endure very much. Life is an echo. What you send out comes back. What you sow, you reap. Every moment is a fresh beginning. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Life is short. Break the rules. Forgive quickly. Kiss slowly. Love truly. Laugh uncontrollably. And never regret anything that makes you smile. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. Life is a balance between holding on and letting go. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got. Life is 10% what you experience and 90% how you respond to it. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life. Your task is not to foresee the future, but to enable it. Life is either a daring adventure, or it is nothing at all. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Life is a flower of which love is the honey. Life has no limitations, except the ones you make. To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. Life is too deep for words, so don't try to describe it, just live it. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Life is a daring adventure, or it is nothing. Life is the dancer, and you are the dance. Life isn't about finding shelter in the storm. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. You have to go through the worst to get to the best. Life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forwards. The best things in life are unexpected because there were no expectations. One day your life will flash before your eyes. Make sure it's worth watching. Enjoy the little things in life, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. Do not wait for life to get easier, simpler, or better. Life will always be complicated. Learn to be happy right now. Otherwise, you'll run out of time. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Don't count the days, make the days count. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. The mind is everything. What you think you become. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Don't be afraid to give up the good, to go for the great. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. The best revenge is massive success. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. People who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. If you're going through hell, keep going. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Do one thing every day that scares you. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Change your thoughts, and you change your world. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. Dream big and dare to fail. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Success is not in what you have, but who you are. Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. It always seems impossible until it's done. Great things never came from comfort zones. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other. Limitations live only in our minds. But if we use our imaginations, our possibilities become limitless. The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. What you do today can improve all your tomorrows. Work hard in silence. Let success make the noise. The pain you feel today is the strength you feel tomorrow. Every champion was once a contender who refused to give up. It's not about having time, it's about making time. Success is not how high you have climbed, but how you make a positive difference to the world. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Small deeds done are better than great deeds planned. Do not be afraid to give up the good, to go for the great. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. To be a champ, you have to believe in yourself when nobody else will. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Success is not the absence of failure, it's the persistence through failure. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Dream big, work hard, stay focused, and surround yourself with good people who inspire you. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. We do not remember days, we remember moments. Wherever you go, go with all your heart.